Today we have with us the director of the film Khwahish, along with the heroine. Now we've already had the hero, Himanshu Malik, with us. Today we find out the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Govind Menon and Mallika Sherawat. Isn't it strange? I never let my guests say anything until we finally get into the real meaty part of the show. But now it's all yours. So Govind, you started off, you debuted as a director with the film Danger, which did really well. So how did that happen? Always wanted to be a director?
Well, no, definitely not always. But after I finished my schooling in St. Paul's, Darjeeling, and I went to the States, and I was actually majoring in theatre first.
Were you going to become an actor?
Yeah. I mean, it was theatre. So I mean, in the States, I mean, you do, you study a lot of Shakespeare and things like that. I mean, it's majoring in theatre. So
and he had long hair.
Oh, really? Yeah. Then what happened?
I lost my hair.
after you came to Bombay, I had to deal with film stars.
Yeah, and so I was studying theatre at Middlebury College in Vermont, and after a couple of years there, then I got interested in film, and then it was a joint major, theatre film joint major.
Oh.
And then after
these are two separate things,
yeah,
theatre and film.
Theatre and film. I mean, like we had a department of theatre, film and dance.
Right.
So you could, specialize in whatever area you wanted.
And you didn't do dance at all?
Well, one for stage, yeah.
Which dance?
Modern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can dance.
A little bit.
He can do Kathak as well. I'll fill them in on all the information going. Kathak? Yes, he can.
Now, my mom's a Bharatanatyam dancer,
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
You're serious. You can do Kathak.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken classes, yeah.
Wow, this is brilliant.
So, I mean, it was, because my mom's a Bharatanatyam dancer.
Okay.
And so there's been dance in our family for a long time, ever since I was a kid.
Wonderful.
So, that was she's been one of the major influences on me because, she's at home, and when you're kids, you're more influenced by your mom.
She's a professional dancer?
She was.
What's her name?
Geeta Narayanan.
Okay.
So she was a Bharatanatyam dancer, and so Abhinay and all that, there's always art in our house, there's a lot of South Indian Carnatic music. So, and then I went into theatre, and I loved theatre, and then discovered film, and I figured the theatre is kind of dying, and let's go into, the medium of the 21st century.
Right.
So, and as I got more interested in film, then I did a joint major, and then I went to film school after that to UT Austin, where I did my master's in film directing.
Okay, so we have a very, very educated director, qualified. So it didn't happen by accident.
No. So it was a long period. It's taken me a long period of time, and then I came back to India, and there's an amazing amount of nepotism here. I mean, we're famous for nepotism when it comes to politics or cinema and all that.
Oh my gosh, what is nepotism?
No,
if I don't understand, I should just ask you.
I mean, it is like मेरा भाई, मेरा बेटा direct करेगा. Sonia Gandhi's, or daughter, however unqualified she is, will become the next leader.
I see.
Or somebody else's kid or brother, or it's all, that's nepotism.
And you come from a totally
non-film background.
background.
Yeah, non-nepotism. No, I mean I'm not complaining or anything like that, but that's a reality over here.
Right.
So it's very hard to break in, and then I worked with Santosh Shivan, the cinematographer.
Right.
And then I made a music video, and then
which video was that?
It was a video that was banned everywhere on all the channels.
Sounds exciting. Which one?
And you were on V at that time, I guess, and they showed it on their graveyard shift only.
Which one?
It was that Himanshu was in it. It was that Bang Bang video,
Bang Bang?
Where the girl starts with a sari and ends up in a
mini
shorts.
skirt.
Bang Bang?
Hands get blown
We
up
cannot
and
talk
all
about
that.
Bang Bang on Lehren.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that was that.
It's a family show.
So that was a bit of a disappointment. That was a bit of a disappointment. And then Danger happened after that.
आप हमेशा इसी तरह के खतरनाक काम क्यों करते हैं मतलब?
पता नहीं क्या मेरा सब कुछ बैन होता है. ये पहली बार है this film Khwahish which passed through the censors without a single cut.
Oh, but it's quite a bold film.
I know that. I was really shocked. I'm surprised.
17 kissing scenes.
I mean, I was like, what's wrong with the censors? Yeah, we're expecting at least like 10 to be cut, but nothing. They didn't cut a single
And
frame.
women were freaking out.
Really?
They were
Women
loving
liked
it.
I mean, it's amazing.
Okay, now we are going to talk about Khwahish after the next commercial break, so you'll have to hold on till then. Just hold your horses. Okay, so coming to Mallika, sorry to leave you out of the first part of the conversation.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling ignored.
Oh no, I'm there for you, don't worry. Mallika Sherawat.
That's right.
Is not your real name. you were born as Rima Lamba.
Yeah.
So how did you make this transition and why?
Sherawat is my mother's name. I'm using her name.
And anybody who'd have a last name as Lamba would want to change
Stop
it.
making jokes at me. Better than Mallu names, please, please. Better than Malayali names.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of Rimas in the industry. Was
That's
that a
right,
reason?
yeah. And we wanted a name with a better screen presence. And I like the name, the way the name sounds. Means the Empress.
Oh, well. So who suggested this name to you?
No, don't blame me.
You did.
I never did.
You did.
I never
and
did.
the producer, they
She's
both
lying.
did.
I never did. She came up with it herself.
Really? And then
Yeah.
she told you that
Yeah,
why
yeah,
did you
yeah.
suggest me this
Yeah,
name?
yeah, exactly. She told me, why did you, what about this name? I said, Mallika, a good suggestion.
And that's
We
it.
had just listed down a couple of names, and whatever I would say, they were like, no, too filmy, no, this, no, that. So then we zeroed on this one.
What were the other options? I'd like to know.
There were so many of them.
Batao na.
Meena, Tina.
No, there was some
Leena.
Yukta, Sanjukta, some names like this I was coming up with.
Very tough, yeah. If you have a baby, it's going to be rough, yeah. And, you know, I mean, not easy to name people.
And you're from Haryana.
Yes, very much so. I'm a Jatni
Oh
from
my
Haryana.
gosh, yes.
The first Jatni to enter Bollywood and to be an actress.
Excellent! I should have mentioned that.
The first Jatni to do anything in life.
Oh please! What is my director got against
You
Jat?
are going to get in so much trouble, Govind. There's going to be all these jats after you now.
So it's like I went back home and the local press, the local newspapers are like, Haryana ki chori karegi Bollywood mein dhamaka, Khwahish se kafi umeed hai, pehli Jatni Haryana ki chori,
Wow. You must speak in Haryanvi. It's
Come on,
very
yeah.
cute,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Remember how popular
Yeah, give a message to the Haryanvi women, inviting them to Bollywood.
Yes, please, in Haryanvi.
मेरी सारी बहनों सब आओ बम्बई और सब बनो एक्ट्रेस हैप्पी
This was Hindi.
नो दिस इज हरियाणवी
नहीं ऐसे कुछ है जैसे चाले की भूंडी और क्या क्या होता है उधर
you can't say all this on the
That's ugly. If you want to call somebody ugly, you say चाले की भूंडी.
It sounds very ugly.
see the
Yeah.
language is like that, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
So we can't.
Something else. No, I think
My
it
what?
sounded very sweet and very cute on you.
Yeah.
Mehno.
Mehno.
It's the accent.
Okay, now say that.
मन्ने तो बॉलीवुड बड़ा अच्छा लगे है.
Beautiful.
I can say that.
Beautiful.
और तम भी सारी की सारी आ जाओ आड़े.
Oh, I think it's so pretty. I think it sounds so cute on you. This is very exciting. Haryanvi Jatni.
Yeah. First time ever on a national TV. Haryanvi language.
So-
Haryanvi language.
So, Govind, why did you select this Jatni to be your heroine in your film?
I didn't know she was just from there. Otherwise, I would have made her do an IQ test instead of a screen test.
Oh my God. But I am attempting to save these two from not killing each other. By the way, for those of you who just joined us, this is Govind Menon, the soft and sweet Malayalam director from Kerala, who is directing the film Khwahish. And this is the heroine, Mallika Sherawat, who is a Jatni and who speaks beautiful Haryanvi language. I didn't say she was soft and sweet, did I?
No.
Ruby, you're taking sides now.
I'm not taking
You're
sides.
supposed to be my team, girl.
I love it. I think one should not be soft and sweet. What makes you think soft and sweet is nice? I think it's great to be out there, aggressive,
Yeah,
do what you have to
totally.
do. Wonderful.
Fine.
Now that we all agree on something, let's talk about Khwahish. Now, Himanshu was with us a few weeks ago, and he had a lot of exciting things to say about the film. It's very bold, very daring. Why, Govind? Why have you
Very
made a film?
radical.
Yeah?
Very radical commercial film.
Well, it's relative, I would say. I mean, if it's compared to the other Bollywood movies, it would be radical. I mean, but if you compared it to French cinema, then it wouldn't be.
17 kisses is not radical.
I mean, that's if a Hindi
इतनी
cinema.
ज़्यादा kissing in the
अरे,
last
हिंदी cinema के
in the
लिए.
last 5
That's
years
true.
we haven't had so much kissing as we have in Khwahish in just one movie.
So how do you feel about that? How did you feel as a heroine? Did you know when you were signing the film that it would require...
Yeah, we knew everything.
See, because we wanted to do it real. I mean, it's about a couple who are married. Now, you're not going to get married and not kiss each other if you're going to work or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
No, but that makes it sound very innocent. I don't believe it's a goodbye. I believe it's...
Of course.
Heavy duty smooching.
I mean, if you get excited after marriage, I mean, you're going to really smooch also. I mean, there's the different kinds of smooches in the film. The quick ones, the long ones, the passionate ones. I mean,
Is there a manual? Do you give an instructors
yeah.
like a guide with the film?
We had a whole list
They used
of
to
the
send
different
us
possible.
florets before every smooch scene, yeah, and everyone in the unit would have a funny smoke on their faces and they would send us mouth fresheners.
Oh my
Before
God,
every
are you
kiss
serious?
scene.
Oh my gosh. So when you signed this film, that was all okay with you? It was not an issue?
Not really, because I think the script demanded it and
Oh God,
What's
I've
the
heard that
big
so many
deal,
times before
Govind? What's the
script
big
demanded
deal?
it.
Yeah, but we are here to
You were
work
willing
now.
to compromise?
compromise is not the right word, I think.
I think if you have to make honest cinema today, I mean, you have Monsoon Wedding coming out, you have films like that coming out. Yeah, I mean, we have to wake up.
We had Satyam Shivam Sundaram long ago, yeah. We had Ram Teri Ganga Melli. So what are we talking about kissing being made such a big deal out here?
Yeah.
Well, Jism had a lot as well.
And it's a love story between a man
and a woman.
There is
somehow the strange thing. I mean, even in the 30s in the silent era, there was a lot of smooching in Hindi movies.
Silent smooching.
Yeah, silent smooching. and then for some reason, we figured that Indians don't kiss. They just
okay, but the couple is married. Did you feel that you had to have the couple married in order to show all this?
No, they get into it before marriage.
Oh, achha. So it's very realistic.
Yeah, very realistic.
It's like how you fall in love, yeah. Like today's couple, a young, urban, educated Indian woman,
Right.
She's very independent and she's today's woman.
So,
and if she wants to kiss the guy, what's the big deal?
What's the big deal? But
don't you kiss your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend. But anyway,
if you had one, wouldn't you kiss him?
I hope so.
Yeah, there you go.
But what are your Jat people back home in Haryana going to think about?
Intensive care unit.
Heart attacks.
Heart attacks. They got ulcers, half of them.
So they don't know all this. They only know that Haryanvi Jatni is going out there and doing this. They don't know what exactly she's going to be doing.
Well, now the newspapers have published it.
So they know.
कहते ना state में रुक्का पड़ गया. It's like शोर मच गया,
Okay. Very interesting. Wow, very, very bold and out there. Tell us more about the story.
It deals with to begin with, it deals with a lot of social issues which are not talked about in our society, like a girl's mental block about premarital sex. You know how Indian girls, they don't want to get physically too intimate with the guy before he commits marriage to her and stuff like that. It's not talked about in our society at all,
Right.
So
contraception.
Yeah.
The whole idea, I mean, on the honeymoon night, the problem is the guy forgets to get a condom.
Oh wow! So you've incorporated a lot of social messages.
Exactly.
As well.
I mean, in the sense that it's not like we want to do social welfare, but it's about being honest. It's more about being honest about a relationship. Okay. I mean, nobody's going to reproduce 12 kids today.
Right.
So contraception is a reality in terms of marriage. I mean, it's a hassle. It's something you have to go and buy these things and bring it home and have that by the bedside, and it's an important aspect of sex today.
Of married life.
Yeah, nobody tackles that. Even in Hollywood films, Michael Douglas just jumps anybody's bones and starts screwing. Michael Douglas.
Menon.
Michael Douglas,
Plug your ears.
Jumps anybody's bones and they're having it, but nobody talks about that aspect.
So you've been even bolder than Hollywood. Interesting.
Yeah.
But then it's like the women of today are. I mean, they're getting to know, that they're getting smart. They don't want to have children or babies. On the first wedding night, immediately, just after 9 months, a baby pops out.
Yeah.
So she's bold enough to go to the chemist and ask for a condom.
Right.
Which I think, Bollywood is calling it bold, but I think it's sensible and it's being frank and honest.
The film, since it starts off with the audience knowing clearly that the guy is alone, so we know that at the end they're not going to be together.
So it's a tragic ending.
It's a tragic ending.
Which is extremely unusual for a Bollywood film. Normally it's happily ever after.
See, because that's also honest. Because in life, a lot of things don't work out. In our film, there are lyrics to one of the songs which says that कुछ ख्वाहिशें पूरी होती है और कुछ दिल ही में रह जाती है.
दिल्ली में?
दिल ही.
Oh, I said Delhi mein kyun?
What all mad things we have done for this movie. It's unbelievable.
Like what?
From consuming bhang and being totally bhanged out for that song Hum Dono Hai Khoye, because the lyrics are like, we are stoned and we are horny,
Right.
And actually doing method acting for that for 3 days, we were totally stoned out, didn't know whether we were coming or going or what was happening.
Right.
So I think it's the first song where both the actors were stoned. And we shot it, we wanted to have it real because it's very hard to play stoned. You can play drunk a little bit.
Yeah.
But bhang is such a part of our culture. I don't know if Amitabh did it when he did those Rang Barse thing and all that. He glugged out some bhang.
And we have with us Mallika Sherawat and Govind Menon, for those of you who just tuned in. He is the director of Khwahish and she's the heroine.
Bollywood heroine.
Haryanvi Bollywood heroine.
Haryanvi Bollywood heroine.
All right.
And it's like when people call up, they're like, Hanji, aap Khwahish ki heroine hai?
Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, so coming back to reality, we have a section called the Top 5 Films Countdown. So you can pick any song that you like, which we can play for you at number 5.
He'll end up picking a Mallu song.
Wonderful. Why not? Can you sing a Mallu song for
Oh
us?
Lord, no. I think everybody will change its Zapier channel.
Except the Mallus?
Like they're watching it.
Right.
Kerala is illiterate as far as Hindi is concerned.
Oh my God.
It's just very literate in other ways. A film that I like a lot and very well made film, and obviously the whole world thought that, Lagan.
Oh, yes.
Great music, A.R. Rahman. Very different kind of music from him because it was very desi, North Indian desi.
Right.
And terrific song. So, Laganya.
Which song?
Radha.
Radha kaise na chale.
Radha kaise na chale.
All right. So what's at number 3, Mr. Mallu?
You're calling him Mr. Mallu? That's your pet name.
Okay. Number 3 is a song that was recommended by Ruby to me. So
I'm supposed to let out my secrets.
I'm going to go home and listen to it. But she says it's a great song. So fine. I mean, this is for her. No?
Okay, fine. I might as well request it.
Okay.
It's a song that I really like from the film Aankhein. It goes Sahi Bolta.
Yeah.
And you must see this song.
And that is a very nice one.
She liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll go out
very
here
nice.
and I'll buy the album and I'll listen to it.
हाँ जी. So आप number 2 पे कौन सा गाना सुनना चाहेंगे?
आपकी choice है.
I like that song from Kate, Rama Re.
Okay. आप serious क्यों हो गए?
नहीं, ठीक है.
अच्छा. Number 1?
That's how Mallus look like when they're happy.
Yeah, right. Number 1, Dil Chahta Hai.
Oh wow.
Because I like the movie a lot.
Okay.
It's a movie about our times, and I think Hindi cinema, grew up quite a bit with that movie. And
you have the same haircut as Akshay Khanna.
Yeah, I've been accused of that a few times. Although I had it before he did in that film. My hair fell out before his did.
Imagine a long way from long hair doing theatre to this.
Oh
and so, Dil Chahta Hai.
Okay, so all I have to say is that this seems to be a completely different team, absolutely non-filmy. We have somebody who's really studied filmmaking to its core. It's taken it so seriously. Then we have this really, really vivacious, bubbly, chirpy, and absolutely unstoppable heroine named Mallika Sherawat. And we had Himanshu Malik, of course, the hunk, the great looker. Everything all in one film. So don't forget to see Khwahish, and don't forget to watch Lehren next time. Thank you very much for making this one of the funnest shows we ever had. Wish you all the best. Good luck.
Thanks.